And welcome back to the Crypto the Crypto Hawk program. Oh my God, Centrifuge. Centrifuge has been coming up a lot lately, hasn't it, folks? Today we're going to start the show off with Centrifuge and New York Life Insurance Company. Oh my God, tokenization is coming. Centrifuge is one of the cryptos that's leading the way. Centrifuge is number 2. Actually, the amount of centrifuge that I have is pretty close. Now, we'll take out my XRP and the Rise token. We'll throw those out. Centrifuge is probably in my top 5. Just putting that out there. Not a big deal. Centrifuge. We're going over this one. My name's Crypto Hulk, not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. None of the above. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about financial advice. I don't know anything about anything except hardcore street drug use. Heroin, cocaine. I snort about 30 metric tons. 30 metric tons of cocaine every day. It's great. I love it. Heroin, about 5 metric tons. Opium, I smoke about 1 metric ton per day of opium. It's a lot of work, but I get the job done. Okay, now let's look at Centrifuge. Oh, man, look at this diamond. Right here. Here's your article right here. Oh, man, Centrifuge is killing it. New York Life Insurance Company makes its first. This is what we go over on Crypto Hulk Show. This is why these people pay a whopping $200 a month. Oh my gosh, Crypto Hulk, it's so expensive. I know. Go on to some of these other channels where it's like $1,000 or $2,000 a month, and you'll look at Crypto Hulk channel is the Brokey channel. You got Crypto Hulk's mind-blowing $200 per month. Oh my gosh, we got to mortgage the house and just to afford that. New York's Life makes the first tokenized move, partnering with Centrifuge. Oh, and I got that one. Oh, nice. They partner with Centrifuge on high yield corporate bond strategy, junk bonds. We are starting to get very exciting here. New York Life Investment Management. The $807 billion. This is about 1/12 the size of BlackRock. 1/12. They have an $807 billion asset manager. Oh my God. And Centrifuge has launched the tokenized New York Life Investment Management. It's a U.S. high yield corporate bond segregated portfolio. This is not just New York Life's first tokenized fund, but also one of the first. This is what we always go on Crypto Hulk Show. I try to show you the first of everything that happens. That's why these people are getting the Crypto Hulk. Look out, $200 a month Millionaire Club. They spend the big bucks on that one, folks. Man, Crypto Hog, I don't know if I can afford that. That's $200. I think I'll go to that other channel, pay $1,000. New York Life Investment Management is jumping into the tokenization space through a partnership with Centrifuge. Oh my God. On Tuesday, the firms announced the launch of the New York Life Insurance pilot. It's called Anemoy U.S. High Yield Bond, marking New York Life's first tokenized offering and one of the first high-yield corporate bond strategies on chain. Everybody, I'm letting you know first. That's what we do here. That's why you're going to be rich, because I will have you set up for success. Crypto Hulk is your official crypto coach. The tokenized fund will enable eligible investors like you to access New York Life's established institutional, sorry, bitches, you can't get it, institutional high-yield strategy through Centrifuge's platform. But you can get Centrifuge, nice, with subscriptions and redemptions settled in Circle's USDC stablecoin. High-yield corporate bonds are often called junk bonds, which carry higher credit risk but offer higher yields. Oh, and if you're with Crypto Hulk, we'll find out which different bonds are good and which are not. You won't be shooting in the dark with Crypto Hulk. We're so excited to be working with them, says Centrifuge's CEO, Baji Illuminati. Now, come on, man. Listen to this dude's name. Baji Illuminati. Come on, dude. That's not a clue. That's not a clue at all. They're one of the first major insurance companies to move into tokenization. Everybody, there's two things we need to be rich. There's two things we need to be rich. I've only been telling you this about 3 years now. There's two things we need to be rich. What is it? Number one, global crypto laws and regulations. Well, we don't have that yet. We need global tokenization. Well, we don't have that yet either, so therefore we're not rich. Exactly. But we're working on it. The CEO of Centrifuge says New York Life is one of the first major insurance companies to move into tokenization. Oh, man, Centrifuge is right there, folks. Oh, my God. Load up on Centrifuge. Buy more than you can get. Buy an insane amount of Centrifuge. We've been working really closely with their team over the last 6 months, says the Centrifuge CEO. Oh, my God. Crypto Hog is amazing. Crypto Hog, how do you know all these good cryptos? Like, I've got, I don't want to tell you how many thousands of dollars worth of Centrifuge. Oh, shit. It's fucking glorious. I'm ahead of the game, folks. Ahead of the game. This is not Centrifuge's first time working with a leading Wall Street firm. Centrifuge already works with Apollo Global, Jarvis Henderson, supporting products such as private credit funds, treasury bill strategies, and a whole host of other investments. New York Life Investment Management is an asset manager with approximately $800 billion in assets under management. Illuminati said New York Life may be its largest partner to date. Oh, nice. That's what they're saying. And we are in the right place. If you watch Crypto Hulk, you're rich. There's no way, if you just have Crypto Hulk teaching you, you're going to be rich. That's just how it goes. Tokenization represents a compelling evolution. You notice how we're always seeing that word popping up all the time, like people came from monkeys or some shit like that. Tokenization represents a compelling evolution in how investment solutions can be accessed, managed, and distributed. As investor demand continues to grow around transparency, efficiency, and broader market participation, we are exploring opportunities where blockchain-enabled infrastructure can complement our existing platform. How the tokenized structure works. Let's skip past that part there. Centrifuge provides the tokenization technology for New York Life. Centrifuge says, we are New York Life's trusted advisor on how to think about how to use the technology, how to think about multi-chain, how to think about on-chain, how to think about creating utility. Look, New York Life is all up in this crypto, everybody. It's coming. It's coming. And Wall Street right now, they are all starting to hook up. You're not rich today, tomorrow, next week, probably not even until next year at some point. So you can just sit down, shut the fuck up, and watch how you're going to get rich. You need to understand, please, I can't have a channel, bunch of people that watch 10 to 15 minutes. They don't know a fucking thing. They don't want to understand anything. All they want to do is put some money into something and 10 minutes later, come back a millionaire. That is so fucking brokey mentality, okay? Is one of the biggest companies, life insurance companies in the world. Probably the top 10, top 5 in the entire world. They are hooking up with cryptocurrency. That is what's going on right now. New York Life is tokenizing. They're taking their real world assets. New York Life is working with a crypto company called Centrifuge and then creating cryptocurrency. For all the people that don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, that are brand new and they're just lost in the sauce, New York Life has about $1 trillion. Oh, shit. They're about 1/12 the size of BlackRock. New York Life hired a crypto company called Centrifuge, which I own, is probably in my top 5. And Centrifuge is helping New York Life create cryptocurrencies. But Crypto Hulk, no. We were taught crypto's bad and it's for drug dealing. No, you were listening to the Democrats. You listen to the Dumbocrats, and that's why your fucking ass cheeks are going to get clapped with nothing. Meanwhile, Crypto Hulk fans are going to be rich because I'm showing you with facts the names of the companies and what cryptos they're using. Ta-da! It's that fucking easy on Crypto Hulk. You could literally be a fucking ignoramus and walk away with millions of dollars from this channel. It's that fucking easy, okay? Oh, you gotta love it. Listen to this. Now listen. Listen how absurd this is. New York Life. I mean, the name says it all. New York is a state in the United States. In case you don't know, New York Life Insurance Company gives life insurance to Americans. But guess what? This fund is not available in the United States. What? I'm telling you. They are so desperate. This New York life insurance fund that's going crypto is not available in the United States. Cryptoholic, this makes absolutely no sense. Tell me about it. You're preaching to the choir there, buddy. You've got shit. You've got a guy named Illuminati. I mean, that already, I mean, seriously? What is his first name Fred and last name Flintstone too? We got a guy named Illuminati. Come on, man. And then this fund, which is called the New York, you know, where the Statue of Liberty is in New York. But we can't, if you're a United States, you can't access this fund. This is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard of in my life. Unbelievable. Centrifuge, this is what they said. Centrifuge does not carry the same stablecoin risks as some other tokenized funds because Centrifuge concerts the USD circle it receives from investors. It concerts them into dollars to buy the underlying fund assets off chain. Centrifuge, despite being one of the largest tokenization firms, is not yet profitable. Now that's interesting. We're focused on growth right now. Noting the firm makes money based on assets under management. It's an asset model effectively. So that's interesting. Centrifuge is not yet profitable. Huh. Very interesting. New York Life Investment Management and Centrifuge announced on June 30th, today, the launch of the New York Life Insurance United States high yield bond, but they don't sell it in the United States. That makes no fucking sense at all. This is so fucking stupid. New York Life Insurance. The company's been around for 166 years. That's about how long it's going to take for this crypto to take off. I'll be like 200 years old before crypto decides to moon. It'll be like the year 2120. New York Life is using Centrifuge infrastructure to bring in established institutional high yield, quote, junk bond strategy to eligible on-chain investors. This is one of the first major insurance companies to move into tokenization. Centrifuge. I'm just kind of looking through their this deep dive here. I don't want to read it all. Token risks, summary. Let me look at the summary assessment really quick and see if there's anything in there. A major, long-established insurance. Deep part. Wormhole. Oh, we got Wormhole in here. That's a crypto I'd highly suggest getting. Let me show you a copy paste. There. Wormhole multi-chain capabilities. Oh, nice. Well, we found another crypto involved in here. So there's two cryptos for that one, Centrifuge and Wormhole. And that's on my list. When I talk to the $200 members, we discuss Wormhole. Alrighty then. There you go with your first article. Let me check the comment section here real quick. Yeah, we talked about the other night a crypto that I went over. Handle Pay. I want you to see something here. If you watch Crypto Hulk Show, oh man, you can go crazy. You get crazy rich on Crypto Hulk Show. Look at this crypto, went up like 1,000%. Crypto Hulk, Handle Pay. Now here's Handle Pay on the 1 month. Handle Pay, we talked about Handle Pay about 3-4 weeks ago. Handle Pay is up 1,100%. Thank you, Crypto Hulk. You can see it right there. Since June 12th. This thing, we went over this about June 14th or 12th, somewhere in there. Bam, right when we talked about it, this sucker took off 1,100%. Oh shit. If you had $1,000 in there when I told you to invest in this fucking shit, you'd have like $10,000 right now. Rise token. I told you about that one. That shit, that went up 8 times. I had $3,200 in there. Right now, my Rise is worth like $17,000-$18,000. The closer you get to Crypto Hulk's information, the richer you become. Just thought I'd put that out there. Not a big deal. JP Morgan is up next. One of the world's biggest banks, JP Morgan. Well, what do we got here? Robert Bobby Driscoll says, thanks, Hulk. Evolution, revolution. That's what it is. Let's look right here. JP Morgan. broadens blockchain settlement network as banks modernize cross-border payments. The bank, which is JP Morgan, added 5 Asia-Pacific currencies to its Connexus blockchain platform, allowing institutional clients to settle payments around foreign exchange. JP Morgan has expanded the number of currencies supported by its Connexus blockchain payments platform. JP Morgan has a crypto platform, just in case you didn't know. It's called Connexus. It's a payments crypto platform. I want you to see nice and quietly what is happening here. JP Morgan is expanding their crypto platform, everybody, little by little by little, and the brokies of the world have no idea. The bank added the Australian dollar, the Hong Kong dollar, Japanese dollar, Singapore. If you notice this is all Ripple partners right here, exactly like I've been telling you. Australia, New Zealand, that was with the Ripple, the early 2013 Ripple platform. Hong Kong, there's Ripple Hong Kong. Japan, Ripple's first partners. Chinese, Ripple China, remember Singapore, Ripple Singapore with gold and silver in your wallet. Are you seeing this? All the early, just like I told you for years now, 3 years. All these countries that are early Ripple partners, they take off first. I can predict all this. Turkey is one of them. The JP Morgan Connexus blockchain, it has a feature that lets clients move tokenized bank deposits over the platform. The new additions join the US dollar, the euro, and the British pound, giving institutional clients access to 8 currencies for blockchain-based settlement. JP Morgan is hooking them all up right now with crypto. They call it tokenized bank deposits. It's cryptocurrency. The announcement comes as banks look for ways to solve a long-standing problem in global finance. Moving money faster across borders without having to go through multiple banks. Oh, man. It's coming, everybody. The whole world's not hooked up. They got like, what, 8 or 10 countries. But it's coming. Connexus, JP Morgan's crypto platform, are you hearing me, is designed to remove some of the delays of moving money. Instead of relying solely on traditional bank rails, it uses a permissioned blockchain network operated by JP Morgan. This runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It settles instantly. Gee, I wonder what platform they're using, Crypto Hulk. Oh, they start talking about Payoneer. Now, isn't that interesting? What a coincidence. They're talking about Payoneer. Now, Payoneer uses a company called D Local, like D's nuts, but D Local. And guess what? D Local is, they're a Ripple partner, by the way. Just thought I'd put that out there. Payoneer uses a company called D Local, D's nuts, and D Local uses Ripple's XRP ledger to move money. Oh my gosh, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? Payoneer said the company will use the JP Morgan platform to improve cross-border payments. This is hilarious. These people are acting like they have no idea what's going on. Payoneer, I'm laughing because we can. On this program, we can laugh because we're so far ahead of these dumb shits. So you got JP Morgan has their mysterious crypto. I'm going to show you who makes JP Morgan's platform, by the way. I got all my evidence here, folks. That's why we're laughing. This shit's too fucking easy. So you got Payoneer, who uses dLocal, which runs on XRP Ledger. You got Payoneer says, we're going to use a JP Morgan platform. Okay, I believe that. Now let me show you. Here's the evidence that dLocal is Ripple. Here's your evidence right here. Ta-da. 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 Ripple partner, dLocal. It's only 6 years ago. Oh, look. There's an advertisement underneath this article. It says, the Am I Gay test. Take this gay test. I'm serious. I'm looking at this right here. Take this gay test to determine if you are gay, straight, or bisexual. Oh, my God. Are you serious? Wow, if you need to take this fucking test, that's ridiculous, man. I swear to God. Okay, let's get back on track here. I don't know what the hell is going on with this world, but slowly degenerating. Ripple partner dLocal is now valued at $1.2 billion. Everybody, this dLocal has been around for 6 years. I'm going to do a copy paste. I'm going to do a grok search. Right here. Grok, what is the current value of dLocal? Let's have Grok look this up. So 6 years ago, dLocal joined Ripple. They used the XRP ledger and XRP and all that shit 6 years ago. The company's worth $1.2 billion. So now I'm asking Grok, what's the current value? Probably about 3 to 3 billion, maybe. 2 to 3. Let's see what Grok says. Oh, I was close. 3.75 to 3.8 billion, almost 4. Whoa, interesting. Its stock price is $12.85 for dLocal. That crypto is going to skyrocket. Just let you know. If you're into buying stocks, here it is. I'll do a copy paste for you. dLocal. This one is definitely going to rip. There you go. Ripple partner dLocal becomes one of the best funded Latin American companies, tech companies. Ripple partner dLocal is now valued at a staggering $1.2 billion. Uruguay, a small South American country with a total gross domestic product of $59 billion, smaller than the market cap of Uber, and now this was 6 years ago. Founded in 2016, dLocal managed to stay profitable for 4 years straight, expanding to 20 countries. Very, very interesting, everybody. That's a Ripple company right there. Payoneer. So in this article again with JP Morgan Connexus, they got Payoneer. They're working with Payoneer. And Payoneer is using dLocal to move money. They're partners. And dLocal is your Ripple connection to the JP Morgan Connexus right there. Now, Stripe is also involved with Payoneer. We'll get into that one later. dLocal explicitly lists Payoneer as one of its enterprise merchant clients. Payoneer uses dLocal's specialized cross-border infrastructure. I wonder what dLocal's specialized cross-border infrastructure is. The XRP ledger. Ta-da! Now, this is interesting. Payoneer was founded in 2005 by an Israeli. I'm not making this up, man. And I'm not trying to get unalived, but why does this little country keep popping up everywhere? Payoneer was founded in 2005 by Israeli entrepreneur Yuval Tal, T-A-L. Payoneer is in 190 countries, pretty much the whole world. Now, Nuvei is going to buy Payoneer. And I think Nuvei is like Stripe. And Stripe is basically, they own 1 out of 25 Stellars. Now, Payoneer, see, look, all this JP Morgan shit, everything is going down to Stellar and XRP. So you've got JP Morgan Connexus. They claim instant payments, okay? JP Morgan is partnered up with Payoneer. Payoneer is a partner of dLocal. That's Ripple. Payoneer is powered by Bridge. That's a Stripe company. That's a Stellar company. Stripe bought 1 out of 25 Stellars back in 2015 when Stellar just started. Stripe was right there. So basically, JP Morgan Connexus is Stripe. Is Stellar and Ripple, both right there. Let me do a copy paste for you so you can see the evidence. There you go. Payoneer, launching, planning, embedded stablecoins, blah, blah, blah. Powered by Bridge, a Stripe company. Now let's look at the evidence right here. So Bridge powers Payoneer. Bridge is a Stripe company. Stripe is powered by Stellar. Here you go. Here's your evidence right here. Stripe backs a nonprofit decentralized payment network, Stellar, from Mt. Gox, one of the biggest crypto scandals of all times. You got Jed McCaleb right there. An early attempt was the Ripple from OpenCoin, but the team behind that was Startup Split. Co-founder and Mt. Gox creator Jed McCaleb left to go work on other stealth projects. Now he's reappeared. Now this article here is 2014. Let's take it back all the way. July 2014. That's when this article is written, right here, July 2014. They're talking about Ripple, and Jed McCaleb had already left. Jed McCaleb helped him create Ripple, and then he leaves 2014 to work on other stealth products. It's called Stellar. That's being backed by Stripe, right there, Stripe. See that? Stripe runs a company called Bridge. Bridge is working with dLocal, that's a Ripple partner, to help Payoneer. Payoneer, you see how we got roots here with Ripple and Stellar. And Payoneer's helping JP Morgan Connexus platform. There you go. See, all roads lead back to Ripple, and I'm going to say Stellar as well. Now, if you look at the bottom, you look at the last paragraph, Stellar's board. If you look at Stellar, the crypto Stellar has Stripe. So right from the beginning, Stripe helped form Stellar. Stripe owns 1 out of 25 Stellars. Now, who was also on the board of directors at Stellar? Sam Altman. You know who Sam Altman is? The guy that made WorldCoin. You know that eye scanner thing? That crypto with the eye scanner? That guy started at Stellar, by the way. Just saying. Not trying to freak you out. Now, as we read this article, now looky here. Does JP Morgan use XRP Ledger? Well, yes, they do. JP Morgan already uses the XRP Ledger. Here's your evidence right here. Oh, CryptoHawk's killing it. This article goes back 4 years. Look what we got here from CryptoHawk. Ripple partner and JP Morgan join forces. Oh, shit, CryptoHawk. How the fuck do you always find all this shit? Shut up, Jimmy, ass kisser. Ripple partner and JP Morgan join forces. Oh, shit. In the United Arab Emirates. What do we have here, CryptoHawk? You have a crypto exchange, a money transmitter. JP Morgan is using, I didn't say JP Morgan was a Ripple partner. Listen carefully. Clean all that shit out of your ears so you can listen carefully. JP Morgan and a Ripple partner are working together. JP Morgan is using Ripple technology every day. Didn't say they're a Ripple partner, even though they are, but they've signed non-disclosure agreements, okay? Recently, here we go. Crypto Hulk, explain to us how JP Morgan back 4 years ago was using Ripple technology every day. Okay, I'd be more than happy to show you. A recently published press release states the Al-Fardan Exchange, LLC, which is one of the partners of Ripple Labs. So now we have a crypto exchange that's a Ripple partner joined up with JP Morgan. Now, what is the Al-Fardan Exchange? It's a major firm for what? Money transfer. Oh, and currency exchange. Well, wait a second. Okay, Crypto Hulk, you started this show off with JP Morgan's talking about currency exchange right here. The bank added 5 Asia-Pacific currencies to its Connexus blockchain, allowing institutional clients to settle payments and foreign exchange around the clock. This is the article we started the show off with. JP Morgan's talking about having different kinds of money and having a foreign exchange on their platform. But here's an article right here where they're doing the same fucking thing with Al-Fardan Exchange. Al-Fardan Exchange is a what? Major firm for money transfer. Well, that's what the Connexus platform does. And the Al-Fardan Exchange is also a currency exchange. Well, that's what JP Morgan Connexus is talking about doing. JP Morgan's already been doing this for 4 years. This is nothing new, okay? All JP Morgan did was take the Al-Fardan Exchange, all that technology, and then call it Connexus. That's it. It's like getting a Ford Pinto and putting the Ferrari placard on the Ford Pinto. It's still a Ford Pinto, okay? That's what JP Morgan's trying to pass off. Now, we'll change that Ford Pinto. What JP Morgan did, literally, not figuratively, what JP Morgan did literally is take the Al-Fardan Exchange, take that technology, which is Ripple, put a brand new nameplate on it. Let's call it Connexus by JP Morgan. Join up with Payoneer to get the Stellar technology in there. So JP Morgan, we started the show off with JP Morgan and the Connexus platform is basically Ripple and Stellar. There you go. Wow, Crypto Hulk. This shit's amazing how you're able to put all this together. Now, the JP Morgan article here with the Al-Fardan Exchange, the two companies, JP Morgan and the Al-Fardan Exchange, the two companies will together offer their customers value transfers conducted in a record short period of time, and I'm going to add using the XRP ledger. Now, what happened, this is my opinion based on facts, for the past 4 years, JP Morgan has been using the Ripple technology called the Al-Fardan Exchange for 4 years and noticed, oh shit, we haven't had one problem. Then what JP Morgan does somewhere along the way is hook up with Payoneer, who's using dLocal, which is Ripple, And then Payoneer is using Bridge, which is Stripe, which is built on Stellar. Ta-da! And now JP Morgan claims this is our platform when it's really Ripple and Stellar. There you go for the breakdown right there. Alrighty then. I'm going to check some comments. Okay. That's pretty clear cut. From what I'm seeing, XLM is Stellar, XRP is XRP, which is Ripple. You can buy either one. That's who one of the biggest banks in the world, JP Morgan, is using both of those cryptos. So there you go. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm out of here, and I'll see you in the next one.